All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's get going here on our Amplify Week 2 lesson. Uh-oh, I don't want to cancel that. That would be bad. That's what we're recording on. Here we go. All right, here we are. We're looking at Melody slideshow. Great job, Melody. So just to recap, what should have already be done? Already be done as in today. Well, we should have a little CER slide. You could make your own about microbiomes. She's got her information from the internet. She's got her own words. She has her microbiome slide here. So right now, everybody take a little break. I'm going to pause the video. Go check to see that you have these two here. Now, if you have not written the essay yet, that's okay. Do not start doing that now. But we need to have this slide and this slide here. Where are those slides? Those slides are over in down here, I think around 9 or 10. You got to find them and then you pull them back up. All right, take a moment and do that. Okay, here's a slide that has not done that yet. So this person in the grade book, let's talk a little bit about grades, will have a 2 because she's at least opened the slideshow. She hasn't done the work. And then if you have not opened this slideshow on Monday when we're supposed to, you have a 1. Now, it's not necessarily going to stay that way all week, but that's a reminder to you that you have something to do. So you need to go back and do it. And then for Angela, if she wants to go up to a 3, she needs to come down to our 2 slides. They were 9 and 10. If you hold shift, you can highlight them both at the same time. They were slides 9 and 10. Now, if you added any other slides at the top, it'll be different. But originally, they were 9 and 10. She's going to bring them right to the top after the title page. And now she has these ready to work. Because what was yesterday's assignment? Write a CER about microbiome and look it up. Let's see if somebody... Well, we saw Melody's. Melody's has it done. She did not get her pictures, but... Oh, she did get a picture. She's got a picture. She's got her CER and microbiome. She has her other microbiome slide here. So her top slide looks good. All right. So that, if you're not there, don't go start doing that right now because you're going to miss today's lesson. So what's today's lesson? Let's scroll through and see what's happening in our world of slideshows. We've actually covered everything leading up to it yesterday. We talked about annotating. Annotating means recording your own thinking, like taking little notes. And they showed us how to do that, but don't worry, we're going to do it together right now. We're going to read an article. Now, when you get to these articles, if you were in class yesterday, we watched this video. That video is available on yesterday's link. Slide annotations. This just shows a young lady that's doing that. We don't need that because we're going to do it ourselves. So we're going to go into this Amplify library. Everybody well, let's go through this first and then we'll do it. So don't click that yet. I want you just focusing on the screen. You may have to sign in. It may take a second. Notice I'm not clicking away. Now what we're going to do right now is we're simply going to read. There's 3 major steps when you do close reading. They're calling this scientific research reading. This is different than just reading a book or a little article or something quick. This is like if you're taking a test and you have to write an essay about something you read, this is how you would read it. Notice I'm a little cut off up here. I think I can move this down. Let's move that in just a little. There we go. So you have all these little marks that we learned about. Page view, annotation, things like that. And we'll play with those as we go. We don't have to learn it all today. Our goal today is going back to our slideshows. Is if we scroll down a little bit, you will see a new word for us. I can find it. There it is, bacteria. So bacteria is going to be our next top slide today, and we will work on that in just a minute. But knowing that that's our next top slide, and that will have, so we want some information about that. Now, obviously, we want information about the microbiome, humans, everything we can pick up. But be specifically paying attention to when you see stuff about bacteria as we read our article. Let's go back to our article. If I can find it. Maybe I can't go back. Oh, there it is. All right. When you close read, the first thing you want to do is browse. Oh, human microbiome. You ask some questions. I wonder what that's going to be about. You look, you go, that's kind of weird. That looks like maybe that's tongue bacteria. It tells me right there. You scroll through and always just kind of scroll through to see how long it's going to take you to read this thing. You see some charts and graphs, you can look at those, and you see that this is a significant little article. Probably a one setting read. We're going to read it right now. And you want to start getting used to how long does it take me to read something like this? Now, you get the big ideas right here, antibiotics and microbiome. What else can we get a big idea about? Helpful bacteria, alien invaders. I have a feeling that's going to be a key section for us. Bacteria in a healthy gut biome. I wonder if we could steal this picture for our slideshow. So once you do a browse, you simply read it. So read along.
The human microbiome, a world inside you. There's a world filled with strange creatures. The creatures of this world are invisible, and they're not human. Aliens sometimes threaten to invade the world these creatures call home. This world is not a far-off planet. It's your body. The creatures are called microorganisms, and your body is home to more than 100 trillion of them. Microorganisms live on your skin, in your gut, in your nose and mouth, and pretty much everywhere else on and in your body. Your body, home sweet home for bacteria. The microorganisms living in and on your body range from fungi to eyelash mites, but most of them are bacteria. Bacteria are among the smallest microorganisms on Earth. Most are made of a single cell. That's the tiny structure that makes up all living things. However, bacteria are not at all the same. They come in different shapes, use different things as food, and live in different places. Thousands of different kinds of bacteria live in and on your body. Even though they are tiny, bacteria are living things with the same basic needs that all living things share. The human body provides bacteria with the food and living space they need. That's what makes our bodies such a good environment for bacteria. One word for an environment and the organisms living there is biome, so we call the bacteria living in and on the human body the human microbiome. Altogether, the bacteria living in an average human's microbiome weigh about 2 to 5 pounds. The number of bacteria in the microbiome of one human is millions of times greater than the number of people living on Earth. Helpful bacteria and alien invaders. Most bacteria in the human microbiome won't hurt you. In fact, the opposite is true. Many bacteria do important jobs for the human body. For example, bacteria living in your gut help break down food that your body couldn't digest otherwise. Other bacteria help protect your body from infection, which helps to keep you healthy. All these helpful bacteria use the food and shelter your body provides. You depend on these bacteria, and they depend on you. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, not all bacteria are helpful. Harmful bacteria can invade the human microbiome through cuts, spoiled food, and even the air we breathe. An invasion of harmful bacteria or other microorganisms is called an infection, and infections can make people very sick. For example, a type of bacteria called C. jejuni produces a poison that harms cells from the human gut. When those cells can't function, the gut can't repair itself. This kind of C. jejuni infection can cause diarrhea, vomiting, and fever, all the symptoms of food poisoning. Antibiotics in the microbiome. Often, doctors treat infections with antibiotics. Antibiotics are medicines that kill bacteria. Antibiotics can stop dangerous infections, and they save millions of lives every year. However, antibiotics don't just kill harmful bacteria, they kill helpful bacteria too. A person who has just taken antibiotics has fewer bacteria than normal. Helpful bacteria will grow back in time, but often the bacteria that return are different from the ones that were there before. Taking antibiotics changes a person's microbiome. Your own little world. Your body is the whole world to the bacteria of your microbiome. It's an environment that provides microorganisms with everything they need, including food and space to live. What you do affects your bacteria, and they affect you too. Your body is a world in miniature, a microbiome.